Good morning guys, how are ya? It's been a little while since I've made a video. And apologies if there's a bit of wind noise coming through. It's quite breezy this morning, but we have some beautiful conditions. The tide is out, which is good and bad. It's good because it creates some cool sort of shallow pools and textures. It might create some feeding opportunities for wading birds, but from what I can see, it looks like the majority of the wading birds are quite far out. So I might have to get a little bit wet and nasty today and wade out a little bit into some of those shallow pools. Let's head out and see what we can find, and I'll check back in with you soon when I'm all set up. Right, so just traversing the shallows here, trying to find the right spot to lay down. I've just found a nice little sandbar to lay on for a little bit. Plenty of birds around, pelicans, white-faced herons, various egrets, terns. None of them are that close at the moment, but I'm hopeful that if I lay down and lay still, something will come to me, or I can get some small and frame shots when the sun comes up. So yeah, we've arrived at our little spot. Lay down. Oh. Ah. There you go. How's that for camera training? Alrighty, so a pelican has just come over and landed about 25 meters in front of me on the flats here, and he's landed in such a nice spot. I can see the sun is about to rise just to his right, so I'm hoping he's going to stay here for a little bit and I can get a cool shot with the pelican sort of on the left and then the sun sort of rising over the Perth Hills to his right. Should be, actually it's quite, oh man, that's beautiful. I'm trying to go wide and incorporate some of the shallow water in the foreground because it's reflecting the sky and just creating some beautiful colours in the shot. The colour is about to pop off. Alright, so the sun's coming up now. I'm trying to sort of find that balance between a full silhouette and allowing some of that light to come through a little bit more and room-light the bird. It's quite hard to balance the exposure with the sun in the sky. Obviously it's bright white, and I don't really want to go too dark because it starts to look a little bit muddy, and the background on the other side of the estuary is quite dark as well, so I'm just sort of playing around with different settings and exposures just to see if I can find the right balance of sort of a silhouette slash traditional backlit sort of photo, but it looks like the silhouette shots are a bit more successful. So yeah, beautiful. The pelican's posing there nicely. When this pelican takes off, which is pretty much right now, he's starting to walk away. I might take a bit of a walk around and see what else I can find. So yeah, camp out here for a bit, take some more shots, see what else comes up in this rising sun. Quite a challenging shot, but it's good fun to play around just shooting straight to the sun. So yeah, we'll see what we can get, and yeah, I'll probably take a walk around soon. We'll see what we'll see. Alrighty, so that wraps up that shoot with the pelicans on the sand flats. Pretty much everything is flying off now that the sun has come up, so they're off looking for better things to do, bigger things to eat. I'm going to head back to the beach now, just to see what other species are around. Might go for a bit of a walk around the shore, see what I can find that's perched up and waiting for some breakfast to come by. So let's cruise and we'll see what we'll see, and hopefully I can photograph some more birds this morning. Alrighty, so just was walking back to the car and I've spotted a buff-banded rail just feeding along the shoreline here. Just picking away at little bits and pieces. He's quite far away, so I'm going to post out and see if he comes any closer, which he might do if I lay still and silent enough. So yeah, such beautiful birds, but very, very timid. So often they're quite hard to photograph or get close to, so I'm going to pretend like I don't exist on this beach and see if he comes closer. I can hear the ospreys waking up too. So that buff-banded rail ran off into the bushes. I managed to get some relatively decent photos of it, but nothing too great. Definitely gotten better before, so decided to ditch the waterproof kit and come for a bit of a bushwalk. Oh, is it Osprey? There he goes. Ospreys are out looking for their breakfast. But yeah, I am a weirdo and I'm laying in the car park. I'm photographing some little fairy wrens bouncing around. Got some pretty nice shots of a female that came quite close, so yeah, just hanging out this morning, trying to find some different species now that the sun, let's get up, is well and truly up. A few people starting to rock up now and enjoy the day. Like I said, on a little bushwalk now, targeting more bush species like the fairy wrens, birds of prey that are coming out now like the osprey flyover, and the whistling kites, which I see one just flying up in front of me. I'm going to hang around here for a bit more and see if I can snap any more photos of the wrens before I head through. And yeah, wind's picking up a little bit now, light's getting a bit harsh, so we'll see what we can get. Not too hopeful, but still enjoy the morning regardless. Alright, I'm not far into my bushwalk and I've found a beautiful little spot that is full of bugs. There's all sorts of little flying bugs around, so there's tons of welcome swallows flying around. There's also a few what I believe to be rufous whistlers. They're not in their normal colouring, so I'm not sure if they're all females or whether males come in and out of colour. I'll be honest, I don't know too much about them. But there's quite a few, there's about 3 or 4, and they're all hopping around and they're all just capitalising on all the bugs in this little corner. The fantails are also here stirring up some of the bugs, so I think they're all just sort of working together to capture what they can get. So I'm just going to kind of sit here and shut my mouth and see what will come out of the bushes. So I've just finished up with the bush birds, didn't really see much. Apologies for the wind, I'll try and cut that out. But I've just come back down to the beach and I've found an unusual scene. I've found an osprey walking around in the shallows, a great egret walking around in the mud, and a little egret just on its own. So I've got a bit of a uncanny trio here. As you can probably tell, the light's pretty harsh now, so not that great. But I'm just going to spend some time with these three and just see what I can get. It'd be cool to get some shots of the osprey bathing or drinking or something, but I don't want to get too close, so I'm keeping my distance. Photo wise, it's not going to be anything too fun, but you never know. Osprey might show us a good time. Yeah, I think once I've done here, I'll probably head back to the car and head off, so yeah, let's stick around for a bit and see what we can get. Woo! Nice little takeoff shot. Some of that water splashing out behind. I really hope it's sharp. It looks pretty sharp from what I can see in the LCD, but that's usually pretty deceiving, so I hope that's sharp. Oh, I'm glad it came down here now. That was worth it. Nice little shot. The light's pretty harsh on it, but I mean, who cares? I like the action, it's nice and clear, so yeah, woohoo, stoked. Ooh, it stinks like a swamp in here. But yeah, decided to call it there, guys. Thanks so much for joining me this morning. I hope you enjoyed yourself. It was quite a fun morning, actually. Got to see a few different species. Nice light this morning at sunrise, and yeah, just a bit of variety, which I really like. So hopefully I can make some more videos over the coming months. I'm actually heading back to Bali in literally just under a month's time, so I'll hopefully try and make another snake video out there for you, because I know some of you guys enjoyed that. So yeah, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.